YouTube, I've had a few people reach out to me and ask, where have you been, what have you been up to, and what's going on? So I am here to give you the 411 on what I have been up to. Since the show, I had a big focus on not falling off the wagon as far as my food quality and my nutrition, and I'm really excited to tell you guys that I have done a great job with that. I am still within like 10 pounds of my show weight, which is really good for me. Normally I gain like 25 pounds after a show because I'm ordering pizza every night and eating frozen yogurt like it's going out of style. And this is 4 or 5 months after my show, and I am about 120 to 122 pounds, which is really good for me. It's a good healthy weight, and where I like to be. You know, when I show prep, the day of the show I'm 112 or 114. I think the last show I was like 114 pounds a day of the show. And the scale's not really something that I'm too concerned with, because before I get on the scale, I usually know what it's going to be based on my eating habits and my food choices and quality. And so I'm really happy about that. I have been off caffeine because it's my one vice. I have no discipline when it comes to caffeine. I'm not a big drinker. I don't, have a lot of problems with self-control unless it comes to caffeine. And so I have been off of it for four months, I think, about 4 or 5 months, and I'm feeling really good. I'm enjoying that. But the realness of this is I stopped lifting. I am definitely an extremist when it comes to my own habits, and I get so hyper-focused on one thing that I have a bad habit of neglecting everything else. And so I was so focused on making sure that I was putting good quality food in my body and not falling off the wagon and gaining a whole bunch of weight that I really stopped lifting. And I did a certification a few weeks ago. I went to Austin and did a certification called Durability, and it's by the Onnit Academy. And I went there, and it was all movement, flexibility, mobility, and it was just all body weight training. And it was 2 days of constant movement for 8 hours. And it was the most fun that I've had in about a year, fitness-wise. I loved every second of it, and it really rejuvenated me. And I found my passion again for movement. And I think it's because it reminds me of dancing so much, which is what I grew up doing and how I got into fitness. I did not play sports. So after that, I decided it was time for me to get together and get stronger and make more specific goals. So I reached out to Karen, who is the only female master instructor for Strong First. She's the lady who certified me a year ago, and she lives here in Dallas, and I contacted her, and we met last Friday, told her what my goals were, what I wanted to do, and she built a program for me based on what my goals were. So I want to do some pretty cool stuff, pistol squats, a lot of pull-ups. I want to increase my strength overall and my deadlifting and my pressing, yes, but I had a little bit more specific goals. So I started the program yesterday, and making more time for myself. I am a workaholic, and I would rather train people all day than maybe spend time on myself. So I am getting back into waking up at 5 a.m., going to the gym, doing my workouts, and then starting my day. Today I could not do that because I had a client at 5 a.m., but I am getting back into that, and it was not just about me realizing how much strength I had lost, even though that was crappy and that was a reality check. I do this more, and the reason it became something that was like, okay, Alex, you need to start doing this again, is for me, it's so much more about my mental and emotional health. I am so much happier when I'm lifting and when I'm doing my cardio and getting my workouts in. It is a form of like meditation and therapy for me. So a lot of it was, I need to do this not only because my body needs it and I need to be strong because I love that, but also because I just need better health in my own brain and the space between my ears. So I am going to be documenting this process of having more specific goals and being the student. I love being a trainer and I love being in the teacher role, but I also enjoy being in the opposite role and being the client again. We are always learning and growing, which is why I do, continuing education all the time. And I love to be around people that are, better than me in all capacities and forms, and that is definitely Karen. So I love being the student of strength again and putting myself back in that role. I've already learned so much just in the short time, the few hours we spent together on Friday. So I will be bringing you along for some of the sessions and keeping you guys informed on what I've been doing since I kind of fell off. I started working a lot, and the videos that I was posting were, talking more about my clients and doing those kind of topics. So a little bit more focused on my fitness goals and my journey. So I definitely fell off of the lifting strength wagon. I wasn't really upholding the strength part of Beautiful Strength. I was just upholding more of the work, which isn't even in the title, so it doesn't make any sense. So I'm back on it, and I will be bringing you guys along on the journey. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, shoot me a message or let me know, and I can either address it in a video or reach out to you personally.